How original.
Last time we covered intervals. If you haven't seen that video, I'd recommend watching it first because this lesson relies heavily on what we covered. From the names of the intervals, you may have noticed that we went from a root to second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, back to octave. So we basically counted from 1 to 8. The major scale is made up of a root, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and back to the octave. Let's count the intervals in a major scale using either a whole tone or a semitone. For expedience, I'm going to say whole to represent a whole tone, or shifting up 2 pitches, and I'm going to say half for a semitone, or up 1 pitch. I'm going to use an example of the C major scale, which goes from C to C with no sharps or flats. On the piano, this would just be all the white keys. So starting from C to D, we have a whole, again to another whole, half, whole, 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 half. And this is our major scale pattern. So whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. Now let's actually look at what intervals are at play. So if I go from C to D, we're counting up 2 pitches or 2 semitones. So we have a whole tone. I'm going to count that as 2. So I'm going to count the first whole as 2. The second whole brings us to 4, and so on. C to D is 2, and that is actually our major second. We do another whole to 4, which is our major third. We have a half, which gets us to 5, which is a perfect fourth. We have another whole, shoots us over to 7, a perfect fifth. Another whole, which brings us to 9, which is our major sixth. One more whole, which brings us to 11, which is a major seventh. And then a final half to bring us back to our octave, which is just C again. Let me demonstrate that this is all down to just following the pattern. So for a B flat scale, it goes from B flat to C, which is a whole, to D, whole, half, to an E flat, whole to an F, another whole to a G, another whole to an A, and then a half back to our B flat. And you can just repeat this over and over. Next time, we're going to do the same thing to a minor scale. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and remember, never stop learning.